Nick Darger here again. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Proto grippers and the Proto sliders. First thing I always get is how do you know the difference between the grippers and the sliders? Well, grippers have a gold text, G for gold, G for gripper. Sliders have the silver text, like the silver writing, S for silver, S for slider. So that's how you'd know the difference. Pretty much that applies to every wheel, the signature wheels, the normal wheels. If it's gold text, it's a gripper, silver text, it's a slider. So what's the difference between them, you ask? The gripper, much softer urethane compound. Sliders, much harder compound. And no, because they're called sliders doesn't mean they slip out a lot. They're just, just a term. So we'll start with grippers. They're a softer compound, very grippy, great for park use, great for street use, for moderate street use, I'd suppose. But they're very cushiony. So when you land hard tricks, these things actually tend to kind of give a little break on the impact. They're very nice. The actual shape of the urethane is very wide, very flat, so it gives you a really good grip as well. The one thing I have noticed with the grippers, not so much recently, but a lot in the past, was they tended to dehub more often than other wheels. I know because of that, Proto, they actually switched manufacturers. They've been holding it better, but still for a $40 wheel, I'd like to see them, last a little longer, because we do get a couple warranties on these guys every now and then. They do come with a 3-month warranty though, so if you happen to chunk it or dehub it in 3 months, you're covered. And they do a lifetime warranty if you dehub the whole urethane as a whole, which is what's called a donut dehub, where it all pops off, covered for a lifetime. Other than that, the grippers, they're a really, really nice wheel. It's hard to describe the ride of these things because they're really good. And I know a lot of guys, they don't care if they're not the strongest wheel, they get them for the ride. So next we have the slider. It's a little bit harder compound. I believe it was called the slider because back when John Reyes rode, he did a lot of front sliders with his wheels, and this was his preferred wheel he rode. He always rode the sliders. So a little bit harder compound, a little more speed out of these. Grip goes down a little bit because the urethane can't flex when you're turning. But other than that, they're the same urethane shape, so they're very wide, so you still do get good traction in the corners. And they're a little bit harder compound. So if you're landing a lot of harder tricks, landing sideways, stuff like that. So if you do a lot of like scooter flips, or if you're doing a lot of stair sets, you need to do a lot of impact tricks, or you put a lot of stress on the wheels, and you want Protos, sliders will be your best bet because they will the harder compound, higher tear strength. So that's the difference between the two. Pretty simple. The sliders they do tend to hold up better than the grippers do because the harder urethane, it won't flex as much, meaning it won't tear as easily. Other than that, they're both really good wheels. The ride in these wheels is very good. And they go for, the normal wheels are $39.99 each. Then you have the signature wheels like the new Alex Stedman wheel. These guys are $44.99 each. And they have a lot of cool signature wheels. I know Chema's coming out with a new one that should be dropping any moment now. And, really cool color combos, really cool designs. And Proto makes really good wheels. So if you're a rough rider, I'm just going to put it this. If you're a really rough rider, you're mean to your wheels, and you land sideways a lot, don't go with the Protos. If you tend to be more smooth, or you don't really break wheels too often, you want a really, really nice ride, then Protos are your best bet. So leave a comment below, let me know what to review next. These wheels are available on our website on thescooterzone.com. We do free shipping and orders over $20, so you buy on these wheels, you get them shipped for free in the US. And we also ship anywhere in the world as well, so make sure you check it out. Thanks guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, do your thing. Thanks.